Before we get too far into Market Watch today, I wanted to shout out Amanda LaPalme art. If you guys haven't actually paid attention to who Amanda LaPalme is, she makes these really cool oricas for the community, and I don't know if you guys have seen some of these or seen a little post about them, but they're fun little knockoffs that you can have just to kind of mess around with. We have a Nezuko here for Ash Blossom, which looks wonderful, by the way. Spirited Away references for Appaloosa, or Princess Mononoke. Spirited Away, what was I thinking? And then also, we have a Blackluster Soldier Broly here. But these aren't tournament legal, they're just something fun, help support the artist. Borreload, Mr. Burning Charizard, Metal Garurumon here for Borrelsword. Some of these references are just really cool. So I would recommend checking her out. Ooh, look at the tour guide here. This is based off of some Force of Will art here. But if you're interested in this, I will leave a link down below. That way you guys can check out her art. It's definitely some very cool stuff. Alright, so for this Market Watch, we're going to be covering hand traps. Now, the reason why I want to do this is there's been a lot of recent spikes in the hand trap side of the market, and a lot of players are like, well, like why are these so expensive? We've reached the point now that these collector rare cards, these first editions, have reached the threshold of being optimal value deemed by the community. So now the player base has, well, reached the point now that the first editions on the original secret rares, and I did call this probably a couple years back when we were like, well, once you have so many printings of the card, the original first edition prints start to head on up. And we're definitely starting to see that across the board here with the Ghost Sisters. So a regular Ghost Sister is, well, 41 on up to 45, as you see here. Then when you start pushing on into, look at that first edition threshold. Look at that, you're already up to the $58 mark, and then you're looking at $60. That's a $20 increase for this, for a first edition. That's for a light play. $63 for near mint at this point, which is definitely more interesting than not. Literally, when you have a $20 discrepancy between first and unlim, it's very interesting. And then, of course, Ash Blossom accessories. The playmat's $25. 18 on the binder. You start heading on down here, you're looking at the $16, $17 range for the Legendary Collection Kaibas. Shadows of Valhalla's are 14 to 15. And then Dual Powers coming in about 10 to 12. And then Dual Debs, the alternate arts, these are officially at $10.50 now. And once again, like, how many people expected the alternate art just to go on up? And then Structured at Common here, coming in at $10, with the sleeves coming in at about $9. Alright, so every Ash Blossom across the board, not only is it a staple, it's also got that lore impact. Also, it's got the collector's rare impact of being an original secret first print. Alright, so of course the community is starting to eat this up, and you're going to continue to see the value on this card rise in the secret rare first edition department. OG vintage prints, definitely, it's really cool that the vintage market has got to this side of the market, though. That way we start to see this increase in value in these. Alright, Ghost Ogres. Do you guys remember when you could buy first edition Ghost Ogres, or excuse me, Ultimate Rares? Remember when you could buy these relatively cheap? Well, now they're $145 a piece for max rarity. 6 listings currently. We are coming off of a bit of a buyout on this, which is fine for the most part, but collector's rare, if it's got an ultimate rare, you can bet it's going to go crazy. Wait till Ash Blossom gets an ultimate. And then I see here, the secret rares got bought out recently too. These are now in the same boat as secret rare Ash Blossom versus first edition versus unlim. Just 62 for unlim, 65 for first, but once again, you're on a bit of a back buyout for this. But though, once again, vintage market, collector's rare, S card, and then regular Ghost Ogres, you kind of start to turn down here, 5s, 4 to 5, and then the alternate is coming about $2 to $3, but you definitely see for a staple S card for certain formats that the impact and value for this quite isn't as crazy as you would think, but it's definitely up there. And then we start heading on into the Ghost Bell side. Alright, so first edition Ghost Bell, well, unlim's 13, 14. First edition's on these crazy. Oh, look, there's an $78 discrepancy. Once this one's gone, you head on up to the $25 mark. Nearly double the value on this card for first edition versus Unlim. That's insanity. You can pick up all the other versions of the cards you want for $2, but think about that. You have a literal $10 to $12 price tag difference on the first edition versus the Unlim for this. Okay? Well, Ghost Reapers. Does Ghost Reaper follow the same trend here? Alright, let's find out. Unlim's $2 to $3. Alright. I see the first edition Ghost Sister buyout. Oh, $13. Cool. So even bad Ghost Reaper follows this trend. Look at this. Dollars for the reprints. Alternate arts, 25 cents. Oh, excuse me. These alternate arts, 25 cents. So, man, I love these price discrepancies. Oh, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Does she follow the same trend? I see $9 here for regulars. Alright. I see... Alright, that's... $4 difference. So you're looking... $4 to $5. So depending on what you're looking at here, even the Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, so the first edition buyout is real here. But look at these. These alternate arts. Alright, 40 cents plus shipping. You want the Field Centers, 25 cents plus shipping. Alright, so these definitely... the value discrepancy. Ghost Mourner. Well, okay, so Ghost Mourner is a bit of a different story here. Since she has an alternate foiling, that's a higher rarity. Yeah, cool. You're already looking at $3.50 on these. And then regular copies coming in about $27, $28. I don't think Ghost Mourner will follow the same pattern that the other Ghost Girls have followed at this point, but you'll definitely see some ebb and flow to this. So, first editions of these might be worth more later on in their life, but we'll have to wait and see. Ah, yes, the effect failure. So, this also now follows the same trend. Altis used to be the highest rarity, but now you've reached this apex where we've produced a higher rarity for this. First edition Ultra is on effect failure, of all things. I see $18, $19. Even, wow, $32. Okay, so you're looking at double the price in first ed to regular for the Ultra, okay? The Alti here, first edition Alti, oh look, that $300 price tag, coming down to $150 for one. Alright, I love double it. And then you look at the Starlight here and you're like, wow, $564. Hard pass from me. But yeah, there is a trend in your hand traps at the moment. Definitely a little bit more interesting. Ah, yes, the DD Crow machine. Oh, look, DD Crows. These used to be worth 20s. I'm glad to see that these calm back down, though, but still 7s a piece. Now, this. The first edition Crow versus the regular Crow. Ugh. Alright, light play is now officially 140. You start heading on up to the 152 mark. I actually see that Crow is coming off of a buyout here. The print says high on the card. What? Well, that's more than light play, buddy. Alright. Well, that's very interesting. Looks like DD Crows are going even higher beyond now. Alright. The Droll and Lockbird theory. So, Drolls are really cheap right now. I see 68 here. So we have a Spanish one here for 71. But, yeah, 74 for near mints across the board. I'd pay attention to Crow, or to Droll here. Alright, and then I see 10s across the board, 9s. Droll kind of breaks the mold, too. It's not like a consistent hand trap across the board because the Alti just runs this show. Alright, Skullmeister. Oh boy. So every other copy here is very cheap. Then you get into the first ed market here on these. And these aren't very good for the first ed market. Light plays are $17, and then you're jumping on up literally from the light play first to the first editions are $29. Big price differences. Other hand traps and just artifact stuff in general. These are still $10, by the way, for Sanctums. So much money, by the way. Ignitions have calmed down. Moral tax still about $3. And then you get back here to the more fun stuff. Good reprints. Make me very happy. Alright. Lancia Scythe. Yeah, look at Lancia. Literally 30-some cents. Like, for hand traps, those aren't bad. Gammas. Now, Gamma used to be one of the cards that would push the mold, but the dual reprints definitely killed the, well, was it? Yeah, the triple reprints, because the CR, the super, and then the rare put the nail in the coffin. But look at these. These are consistently holding at 140s. Maxi. Ah, yes, this card also breaks the mold. Secret rares on these have been crazy. This card has been a ride. I think we are officially pushing the 100+ mark here. Light play for 90-90. All right. We start to push 120 for first ed maxis. And then the alties up here, they're Ghost Ogre-ing. It's the exact same thing. The Ghost Ogre alties push. Every foreign copy, like 300, 300, up to 350. English is pushing 386. Ugh. Alright. Side note here. Just quickly wanted to show Necros here. Man. Cheap. Alright. And then to commemorate hand traps and other cool things here. Since I'm like, oh, you never do this, Robbie. Look at this official Judge Field Center, by the way. 149, only 2 listings. One of these have been selling. This is pretty disgusting. Dragon Maid's at 14 now. And then you have all the cool ones here. But it looks like a lot of them are sold out for the time being. Yup. The Judge ones are gone. And then the Asher Blossom official one. Look at that. Those are $100. And then Ixchel here at 118. Prince coming in at 85. Well, that wraps up today's Market Watch on hand traps. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.